Alright, you niggas get sent to the stove. I run up the paper, can't let it get low. I'm down bottom on haze and I'm still will get low. We still hop out them cars and we make them get low.
This low and you on the set.
Today, y'all, today, Slim, we got one of the most influential people in the DMV culture right now.
Yeah, man, we right here.
We got DMV Hoods and News, y'all.
Hey, what's up with y'all, man? Cool.
What's up, bro?
Cool,
So,
man, whole time.
shit, god damn, we got the culture here today, Slim.
Yeah, man, nah, definitely.
For sure. And I don't mean that. I mean, so what I mean by that is like when Instagram came up about. I think when Instagram started, probably like 2010.
No, it's probably a little bit. It was started as an iPhone only thing, right?
Right.
And then like the Android got a hold on to it. It was first iPhone only. Then it was Android like 2013, 14. So everybody had Instagram. That's back when like Android and iPhone they was actually competition. Then iPhone just shitting on them after that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that was like, I think Instagram probably like 2010, 11.
Yeah, something like that.
You know
I want to say because I had a Twitter. It was Twitter before that.
Oh, Twitter was shit. Twitter's still a shit, man.
Twitter is still a shit, man. But Instagram. So Instagram starts. And we gonna get into your story a little bit. I just wanted to kind of get the basis on that because it kind of goes into your story. But let's go into your story.
All right, cool.
All right. So you grew up in Leadroy, right?
Yeah, I grew up around Leadroy, 333 Elm Street, 4 Elm. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get to the details of the neighborhood because I know we had a previous interview.
Yeah, so
shout out my boy too, man. That's a good young nigga, man. I fuck with Brody though.
Man, shout out to Glock Jones. He talking about, man. Unfortunately, he got locked up yesterday.
Yeah, I believe so. Yesterday or no, it wasn't today. It was yesterday. Yeah.
It was probably yesterday. I think yesterday was his birthday. Don't quote me though. Yeah. But I think yesterday was his birthday, which is fucked up.
Free that innocent
man. Free that man, son.
Man, but now, but let me just give y'all a little backtrack because a lot of people say this thing about it. A lot of people been like, oh, he be hood hopping. He used to be around here. He used to be around here. I lived everywhere uptown, everywhere. Like my first home was on Hamilton Street. That's right between Kennedy and Fort Ty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I lived right there on Hamilton. One side of Hamilton is KDY territory. The other side is like Fort Ty and First Street. That's where like Tripper and them from. You know what I'm saying? Like literally across the street, New Hampshire Avenue split the both. And then I moved with my great grandmother. Now my great grandmother around 35. She lived in apartments right behind the Safeway. So right down the street was like 7th Taylor, Shepherd Street, CRT 14. And the other side was 35 Broad Creek 640. So like part of my life I was on Petworth. I went to a school called Petworth, and then the other side I went to Raymond. Then after that I moved with my mother. My mother got a home around Leadroy, and I moved with her, and that was where I was raised around. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
Oh, then I also used to live around Red House. That was a back and forth thing. My grandmother had a house all the way uptown, like near like Aspen Courts, Red House, KDY, that area.
Right. So god damn,
yeah,
that was a whole lot there. You just covered.
But my basis where I learned how to ride a bike, where I grew up on 4th and Elm Street, Detroit Park. That's where I grew up on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right, and it's a funny another funny little question I want to ask because this been kind of trending and you kind of been talking about it on your platform. Where does Uptown start? And I know we kind of jumping around.
No. So basically, like, all right, I don't know if y'all familiar with this page. It was a low key page, Instagram page I had before DMVHOODZNDNEWZ. A lot of people didn't know I owned it. I had a Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for it. It was called Team UPT DC. It was an Uptown DC. It was a page dedicated to Uptown. I still got the login information and everything. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Basically, it was an Instagram and Facebook and Twitter joint. And basically, you know, I would have this discussion and debate. And the most popular one is Florida, like from Florida Avenue and U Street, which is basically, they merged together.
Right.
So they go to Florida Avenue, then U Street, or whatever. From Florida Avenue and U Street, from Georgia Avenue, now I'm saying North Capitol, Northwest Side, all the way to like Mount Pleasant, Adams Morgan area. But it starts U Street and Florida Avenue.
Okay.
If you off that Georgia Avenue strip, so like these joints is like the end of Uptown, like
right.
for real.
So all right, you mean to tell me, because I'm from Northeast.
Right.
Right? We look at all that shit like it's Uptown.
Yeah, it is though. Essentially is.
So like, I went to Dunbar.
Right.
Is Dunbar, shit, I'm sorry. Is Sursum Quarters considered Uptown?
Technically yes, but literally no, because it's downtown. So hoods like KDP, the Quarters, like First and O, Fifth and O, Florida Park. Those like, but Florida Park kind of almost uptown too, because it's on the Florida Avenue line, right? But like those neighborhoods right there, they really downtown. You know what I'm saying? But they really uptown too, because they in the mix uptown. So it's like you can say all that, but it's niggas who went to it's KDP niggas who went to Cardozo. You know what I'm saying? It's Fifth and O niggas that went to Doza, Roosevelt too. You know what I'm saying? The northwest side, as far as like our part of uptown, the Shepherd Park is only 15 to 20 minutes away from each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like uptown ain't that big, so to be debating about what's really uptown and what's not, it's really no debate for real. We all get to each other within 10 to 15 minutes.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Uptown is like the second. Technically, uptown is like just as big as Northeast and Southeast, right? But as far as the uptown community is small. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because anything outside of Mount Pleasant and Adams Morgan is like Northwest, where the white people walk with their briefcases and shit. We getting gentrified too and pushed out of our side too, but that's really suburban outside of that. You know what I'm saying? We only go on that side for Wilson High School and the zoo. That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying? So, but as far as like the media part, I think like just basically from Florida and Georgia, 14th and U and up. You know what I'm saying? But you can say 14th and all, that's an uptown hood. Like, but it's not, it's below the U Street mark. It's right off U Street, but it's below U Street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So but they consider themselves uptown niggas. So
we consider themselves uptown niggas.
Huh?
I said we consider them uptown niggas.
Yeah, in fact. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's uptown. Like, it's not uptown. And like, when we was growing up, like the older dudes was like, oh, this is uptown. Anything past Howard University is downtown. Like, that's how they used to describe it, right? But our generation, like, when I was growing up, like I told you, I grew up a little bit up on that up top side. I lived on that Tacoma side, around Rent House and Aspen Course and all that shit. So I used to, like, go to the Go-Go's up there, Love TV with my KDY, man, Missouri Ave, Red House, all that shit. I know all them. They didn't look at us as downtown niggas. They looked at us, oh, those are niggas down the hill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. And when we used to get on the 70 bus and go up there on that side, we like, hey, bro, we better go up top. So you was like, shout my nigga Dusty, True Expressions, right? He said, yeah, we up top. Yeah, we uptown, but we up top.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, so that's how we kind of look at it. Like, yeah, we down the hill, they up the hill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's different parts, but you know what I'm saying? It's still uptown, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And that's just nips that discussion in the book.
Yeah,
even
if you downtown, if you still claim uptown, you can claim uptown. Right?
Yeah, like fuck
it,
from uptown.
Yeah, what I'm saying,
uptown.
Because like, end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? You can say that downtown shit with the Quarters all day, but they can end up beefing with the uptown hood, and that shit only 5 minutes away from that other hood. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? End of the day, like, niggas from, like, it was a lot of niggas from Quarters that went to Dozer. You know what I'm saying? And Dundas, they homeschool. There's a lot of niggas from, like, a lot of niggas from KDP. You know what I'm saying? And shit, so, like, it don't even matter.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole uptown.
And they was getting into it with niggas up on the other side, too. So it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So, we had to get that out the way.
Yeah.
We just like had to get it. Because I had to get that off my chest. I seen it on your platform. I said, we going to talk about this
Shout out to DCRs. He brought the discussion up, too. And that was something we always talked about, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think in one of my interviews, I kind of brought that up a little bit. I don't remember which one. But going into your story, bro. So, all right, you grew up in Leroy, right?
Did the quote unquote the outskirts.
My man grew up in the suburban parts of Leroy.
Let me clarify this too, right? I'm older than Glock, right? I'm older than most of the youngest that's around there now. You know what I'm saying? I'm 32. I'll be 33 this year, right?
Okay.
So I moved on Elm when Elm Street was Elm Street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, it wasn't like, you're right, it wasn't the worst part of the neighborhood, because WNV is the heart of the part.
Right.
No ifs about it. I'm in the LaDroit, that's how you could probably say LaDroit Park community. But when you say LaDroit, you're talking about WNV Street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we had other side streets around it and other like little blocks and shit. You had Elm Street, you know what I'm saying? Cause Leroy really starts at Florida Avenue. If people don't know, like when you see that Leroy Park sign, right there on Florida Avenue, that's where really Leroy Park starts at, for real. You know what I'm saying? But like when I was coming around there, like it was like you had different like little crews and blocks, like you know what I'm saying? We was like the Elm Street boys, you know what I'm saying? And like then you had T Street, like you know what I'm saying? Long live my man Jay just died. You know what I'm saying? If you knew Ray and Jay, you knew the twins. They grew up right there on T Street, you know what I'm saying? So of course everybody know about First Street, West Side, you know what I'm saying? If you're from uptown, First Street it's Leroy, but it's not Leroy. It's like the Bloomingdale neighborhood, but it's like we all went to Gage Atkinson and Casey Lou's together. You know what I'm saying? Right. So First Street like got First Street and shit, and then like it was like a little crew called the Flagler Place crew. So it was like a little outside little neighborhoods. So like a nigga from WMV, they be like, oh, he from Elm. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he from T Street, or he from U Street, or he from Flagler, he from First. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't like, for some reason, if you not from them buildings, or if you ain't putting no work around them buildings, they look at you as like, oh, you from Elm Street. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Which I'm from Elm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hide.
So that's like a
it's like an eternal thing, like, you know what I'm saying? And then plus, you know, we used to get into fights. Like I used to like get into fights and shit, and niggas jump me and shit like we was kids and shit. Little dumb shit, we was kids. Like, yeah, fuck them niggas up Elm, and you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But it's all the park though. Ain't no separation. Cause most of everybody, cause my side did this shit now. That's why they like Glock Jones and them. They look at that like Elm Street. Ain't nothing going on. Elm Street been dead since 05, bro. 04, 05, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't really like a killer block anyway. It was an old head block. Like most of Elm Street, U Street, T Street was old heads, right? And they was about getting money. It was all that beef shit was out the window with them. It was about getting money on that block. You know what I'm saying? That's why we ain't never had to worry about police back to back on our block. It was no bunch of shootings. You know, had a couple little shootouts and fights and shit, but it was about getting money on that block. You see 20 old heads outside hanging out, hustling. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you see them hanging out, having a fun party and shit, but the whole time they getting money. Right. But you wouldn't know it because they chilling. Right. They don't want to make the block hot. You know what I'm saying?
That's that uptown
experience. Like, but if you go up WMV, that's like Southeast and Northwest, bro. You go on WV, that shit all right. You know what I'm saying? But when I first moved around there, it was a culture shock. Because remember I told you I went to Raymond. I used to live around that 35 side, right? You know what I'm saying? So I used to live around there with my great grandmother. But on the apartments I lived in, it was all Migos and shit. Right. And then like I had to go down 10th and Quebec, right there, right across the street from Raymond Elementary. Right. And like I would like hang out with my friends and like don't get it twisted. There ain't no sucking niggas over there either. Nah. You know what I'm saying? But like moving from right there, like it's more residential. It's middle, like not middle class, but it's like, you know, they going through the struggle. But going around Leroy, that shit was the
project.
Yeah, and then I'm on Elm Street. I'm not a block away. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then when I first moved around there, half my block was like abandoned homes. You know what I'm saying? I watched my whole block go from an all black community to like gentrified as fuck within like 9 to 10 years. I remember 40 people outside all night, every weekend. To like nobody outside. Marie's Market, that was our neighborhood corner store right there. After that joint got shut down, I had to go to Flagler Market to go get something with the food stamp card. And the whole time, I'm not getting along with the kids on W Street. They over here jumping me and shit all the fucking time. I'm trying to get some candy and shit for my mama and shit, and some snacks and some banquet TV dinners and shit. Mama jumping me, they niggas jumping me and shit, like, you know what I'm saying?